Hi class, I'm Professor Steele. Today we're going to look at a problem involving right-angled trigonometry. Here's the scenario. Prior to GPS technology, fire lookout towers played a major role in helping people spot forest fires. Some are still in operation, but they're used less than this. Upon spotting a fire, the person in the lookout tower sees a fire using a tool called an Osborne firefinder to determine the distance to the fire. Suppose the person spotted a fire at an angle of depression. So we have an angle of depression of 3.12 degrees, and that the height of the tower was 150 feet. How far from the base of the tower is the fire? So the first thing we do in any of these problems is draw our diagram. Now the question is, where does that angle of depression go? We've got our height of the tower. We know that the fire is somewhere out here. So the angle of depression, recall, we talked about this in our last video, angle of elevation is from what I'm looking at looking up. Angle of depression is from where I would look out in front looking down. So if you can visualize that with me, here's where my eye would be. So my angle of depression would be this right here. There's my theta. So I'm going to draw this, extend this angle, this ray out. Because we need to know where this fire is burning. So we have our angle of depression, we have the height, and we know that this must be a right angle, and we've been asked to find this distance. So now we have to think creatively. If I know the angle of depression, what other angle can I complete? So if this angle is 3.12, we know that I would have a right angle here. So this angle inside this triangle happens to be 90 minus 3.12. So we have 86.88 degrees. So we have an angle, we have one side here, and we have another side here. Now we have to think, which one of the trigonometric functions do we use? Recall, in our last video, we utilized or became familiar with SOHCAHTOA. If this is our angle, which two pieces do we have? We have opposite the angle and we have adjacent to the angle. And which one of the trigonometric functions applies to the opposite and adjacent? That would be tangent. So tangent of 86.88 degrees is equivalent to D divided by 150 feet. Simple algebra here. If I want to isolate D, we're going to multiply by 150. So the final answer will be 150 tangent of 86.88 degrees. Let's pull up our calculators to see what that equals. And that gives us a measurement 2751.88 feet. And you need to ask yourself, does that seem reasonable? If my angle of depression is only 3 degrees, that means we're quite a distance away. If the height of the tower is 150, then that seems pretty reasonable, that it should be about 10 times or more greater. So we've calculated that the fire happens to be 2,751.88 feet from the base of the tower. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that's helped. Please like and subscribe to EdVantage.